Alright guys, how are we? Now I could say you've caught me at a bad time because I'm actually climbing a hill and it's a very steep hill. So, so it could make me look particularly unfit. But anyway, got a few great messages through overnight on the YouTube channel, which is good, and on Facebook, and there's some really good discussions happening on Facebook too, which so that's Overseas Exiles Facebook group, and that's good because that's what it's all about, is helping each other. So there's a guy on there, Rob, and I had a look at his message to Bree, and she was asking some advice about stuff. He literally said everything that I would have said, so so it's fantastic. So I appreciate that. So yeah, some good discussions happening on there, some good advice. So that's great. So we're just in the final touches of putting together the forum, which is good, and that's sort of coming along really nicely, so I'm pretty happy about that. And the good thing about that is the forum is on our own servers, so it's on our own infrastructure, and all the security protocols and all that are put in place. It's managed by us, and we're not going to use any of the data, so we'll try and actively keep that as secure as possible. So so we just want people to be able to have a free and open discussion without sort of holding back, and that sort of gives people that opportunity rather than being frightened of you know, trying to moderate what you say on there, and I don't think that's helpful for anyone. So we don't want that, and I'm pretty sure most people don't want that either. And it's been one of the biggest things that people have raised, and that is basically that they're concerned about their privacy and data being used by FB and a few other big multinationals. So so we've spent a bit of time putting that together. We're just, you know, making it look pretty, making sure that everything works at the moment. So so that's basically it. That's the biggest thing that we've got happening. So hopefully this week we'll have that up and running and you can jump on there and participate. So looking forward to that. So that's going to be great. Yeah, so let me encourage you to jump onto that and utilize it when it's there. So we're trying to come up with solutions for people who don't have a huge amount of dollars to relocate. I'm always on the lookout for ways for people to earn, you know, their money online, have an online income, and I'm always trying to develop that because it's really important to have those income streams, so it makes life a lot easier. The good thing about being overseas is in some places it's a lot cheaper to live, so it's going to be a lot more beneficial for you. One of the things that I came across in the last day or two is some people using Amazon Prime, like create an arbitrage. For example, give you a rock solid example. Basically what people were doing was buying gold in the US for $33 an ounce, and basically selling those same gold ounces in the UK for say £40. So there's a natural arbitrage, there's a natural imbalance there. So what these people have been doing is they've been buying products in non-Amazon Prime accounts. So they might buy, this guy was using an example of textbooks, and he was buying those textbooks for maybe $12 to $20 US, and then basically selling those same textbooks as an Amazon Prime member for $160. Obviously, because Amazon does all the drop shipping and they do all the collection and packaging, they're going to take their whack of money, but they're making good money off that. So I thought I'd just share that with people. You can look into that. It's just an idea, and nothing wrong with having ideas, right? So yeah, just thought I'd share that little idea with you. Hopefully it's helpful for you. And anytime I come across something like that, I'll let you know. So, yeah, some people would be shocked that I would give people advice, not advice, but information to follow up in regards to earning online and not holding it all to myself. And I think that's the beauty of having an abundance mentality. There is so much money to be made online. There's so many great ideas. So I think when you kind of sit there and you go, oh, I've got a good idea, I'm going to hold it all to myself. Well, you're really going to struggle in the long run. You want to have as many dynamic ideas as possible. I want to work with as many people as possible, and I want to help as many people as possible, because as many people as possible are going to help me out. So that's really the benefit of working together and having an abundance mentality rather than an impoverished sort of competitive mentality. All right, so just behind me here, you've got the original Olympic Stadium, and then, well, in that direction, you've got the Port of Piraeus. So yeah, it's one of the biggest ports in Europe, actually. But this is it. This is from Lycabettus Hill, and I don't know if you can see that. There's the Acropolis in the background there, and behind the Acropolis on the ocean is actually that's the port. And they had a massive rally today in Athens, all the port workers. They were rallying against COSCO, and I don't understand the ins and outs of that disagreement, but there's certainly some issues going on there. So, but anyway, that's the beautiful thing about living in a democracy, is that you have the ability to express your opinion, as opposed to things being shut down every 5 minutes and being told to shut up. So look, I hope that little bit of information, that tip, has given you a bit of a hand, some of you anyway, because it's basically just buying product from non-Amazon Prime members, and you might pay say 20 euros or $20 for a textbook, and then you go and sell it as an Amazon Prime member because it's housed in Amazon's own warehouses and they're shipping it out on your behalf, and you're basically charging 150 or something. So ultimately what you want to do, and this is what my wife said to me before, and my wife has so many good ideas, you really want to control your own platform. So that's what we do for our business, one of our businesses. We do web development and hosting. So we build online stores and we do hosting for them and all this sort of stuff. And so yeah, so if you need a hand with that, just send me a message. So don't forget to go to the subscribe button, hit that, hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date. And then join our little community. So on Facebook, the link there is Overseas Exiles group. If you join the Facebook group, then you'll be notified when the forum on the secured server is up and running, and you can go and be part of that discussion. So, all right guys, stay tuned.